welcome to another edition of Yatlifechronicles, where we're better together than separated. Man, today is truly a blessed day, this Sunday. One of my best friends, this been in the making for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I know him by Joe Pope, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Godson Pope. We got him here today in the flesh. I wanted to bring him into the show, and I wanted to talk about timing and how things come back around full circle. Because as friends, we became distant, like his manager in his life, they became distant as well. But as time prevailed, things came back around full circle. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's just like now, you know what I'm saying? Me and you get this opportunity, man, to be able to sit down and kick it and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like our friendship coming back full circle again.
From kids, man, Trinity and in the hood.
Yeah.
Different other locations.
Right, exactly.
Doing different things.
Man,
I know you was doing I was doing, you know what I mean? Then we back here.
We back here, man.
Timing, man.
And like I say, timing is of the essence. Timing is most important. So I'm going to pass the mic to my man here, man, and let him introduce himself to y'all.
What it do, what the business is, Mr. Godson Pope, man, and we on go. We on go.
Listen, man, and listen. I was checking out the corner yesterday, and I've been watching Godson, man, his corner, man. I like back to back, man. For sure. That corner, man, is one of the most hottest corners to me. Dog. The way you let that rip like that, man, the tongue twisted, man, just the whole scenario, man, of your art, man.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Man, that came from, it's called Mind Blown, the New King. And everybody always, I'm a king this, I'm a king that, but I don't figure you a king until you know yourself. You know what I mean? Once you figure out what you can and can't take and what your purpose is, then you become that king.
Right.
It's just on you to wear that crown now. And however you polish your crown is how you polish your crown, but polish your crown.
Right.
You feel me? So I know from young, man, we go through so much and it block us from what we really supposed to do. And once you figure out what you really supposed to do, then just give it your all.
Just give it your all, man.
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do. That you here to labor.
Right. When did you first realize that you could rap?
Wow. I always had poetry, always wrote poetry when I was younger. But I could say it was like when my brother, one of my brothers, man, I think he was trying to call himself Kane back then, my brother Boo. He wanted me to get on this track, so he wrote me this verse. And once, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. The wordplay, learn the thesaurus, the dictionary, up your vocabulary. Once I went to playing with that, it was nothing.
It was all curtains out there.
So
it's just a natural talent. It just come naturally for you.
Yeah.
And I see you do a lot of tongue twisting.
Yeah.
I seen that. I was
Twist
like,
the Bone Thugs.
Yeah, and I know we was raised on that.
We was raised on that, for sure.
Yeah. So who's some of the artists you look up to?
Oh man, first always Bone. Bone Scandalous. Because we know him.
Right. Exactly.
We know what it was. He wasn't just rapping. You feel me?
Exactly.
We seen that image. We seen that real, like, okay, this ain't the game. This real.
Yeah, this real.
Like, this how you, if you gonna talk about it, be about it.
Exactly.
You feel me? Then Mac the Jacker.
Right.
You know what I mean? They all from the home base. Even, Algie them, the South Side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What, NOTP.
NOTP.
You know what I mean?
Man, you breaking up so much. You breaking up, man.
My man from the flip side. What was his name? Even day
Skypes.
One. Yup.
Skype, yeah.
Yup. Day one. You know what I mean? Man, yeah. Like Knee Dash, Corleone, Double M. When I really first got into it, I had just came home.
Right.
Knee Dash, rest in peace, bro. And J Jack. They snatched me up, man, and we became Midwest Players with like the first album we dropped, but we was Double M, which was Major Militia.
Oh, okay.
And after that, It was just SpongeBobbing off them boys, man.
Okay.
Actually, like them was like I done shows with a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of different entertainers, but I wouldn't be that if it wasn't for them, because
Right.
it was a lyrical exercise every day.
Right.
Like I couldn't just come and kick it with you.
Uh-huh.
I gotta rap with you,
Exactly.
and that's how we conversated.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
conversated through rapping back and forth.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And man, I know like back in the day, man, when we used to be in school, you know, you was one of the freak masters.
Yeah,
Y'all-
the dance crew.
The dance crew,
The
man.
dance crew,
I'm
for
telling
sure,
you.
for sure.
Listen, man. So who was all part of that back? It was
Man,
you,
it was,
Boda Brookins.
Yeah, me, Momo, Sis Momo, Rick, you know, Slicky Boy, Ricky Nelson, Quintonette, Tone Morgan, Dante Jackson. Man, it was a lot of us, but originally it was me, Tay, and Chuck.
Oh, so y'all was the original
We
three.
was like the original three.
Right, okay.
Me, it was like four of us. Me, Tay, Chuck, and Tay in Detroit. Yup. Cause we had that's when we had our own little basketball clique. Remember the Gus Macker?
Because, yeah.
And we had our it was four of us. We was born in the Gus Macker. We was called Only Four Hoes.
Only four hoes.
Only four hoes, for sure.
And it grew to something bigger.
And it grew to something bigger. Then
Yeah.
we started performing with all the new acts coming in Saginaw. We started going on tours, man, opening up for different people.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Life took a toll of on us.
Was you rapping back then?
I
Or
was.
just dancing?
No, I was rapping then.
You was rapping
That's
then.
when my brother was.
And
that's
that was
when my
like
brother
when we was in junior high.
Junior high, yup.
Yeah, that
Yup.
was like junior high, man.
Yup.
So you been had it for a long time, man.
It's just I had to. What made me push it like right now though? I had been sitting on it. Plus the energy, my energy
Okay.
wasn't right.
Mhm.
So it was a way to need a release. It was like, you know, I sit on the couch. The earth is my couch,
Mhm.
and then you know everybody else can be my counselor or whatever.
Right.
Just listen to me while I explain why I did what I did and what I'm going through.
Right.
That's it.
Got you. And I see, man. I you know, because I'm big into energy beads,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a community for us.
Right.
You never, and then until you in that community,
Mhm.
you never know. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
talk.
and
Yeah,
I see,
for sure.
and it brings you good spirit.
It do.
You know,
It do.
and then you know, other people that wear them, they notice it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like y'all in like a little fraternity.
For sure.
You
For
know,
sure.
and a lot of people that don't wear them, they don't understand.
Exactly.
You know.
Yup.
You know, and yeah, because I've been doing the YLC beads for a
Okay.
while, and I love the beads that you
Yeah,
have on,
man.
man.
These high energy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's how we was communicating. You know, in the life before us, or you know how we used to communicate with each other, man. The high frequency, man. And
Right.
that's why I like my music, high energy.
Exactly.
I wanna get it out. You gotta burn it.
Right.
Don't just let it seep into the tomorrow, because it might not be a tomorrow.
Exactly.
Get it all off your chest
Just
before
right
you
now.
go to bed.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna die at night anyway. You just rebirthed in the morning. That's why I said good morning.
Exactly.
You feel me?
So is you a studio rap, or you just like when you just have something to lay down, you go in there, or do you spend a lot of time in the studio?
I don't like spending a lot of time in the studio.
Okay.
It's like you incarcerating yourself.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If you got it, go in there and get it off
Mm-hmm.
and go about your business. I hate sitting. It's like it burns you out. Like the
Right.
longer you sit in there and you're not doing anything, it burns you out, man.
Right.
You always want to keep your energy high.
Right.
So I like to go in there, do what I do, and I'm gone.
Right.
Send me the track.
Yeah. Do what
I
you
listen
do.
to it on my way there.
Right.
Or if I'm there, I'm already in that vibe.
Right.
And okay, cool. You know,
So do you write, or
I-
you straight off the dome?
most of the time I write. Well, I did write, and then most rappers I don't rap. I just give cats game from my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we all write, and then like mentally while you going off the dome, you go back to something that was written because it's a safe place.
Mm.
But you still like you can go to a different bar you wrote when you was 14 because your muscle memory.
Right.
And you form your brain muscle to be so versatile. You can just be coming off the dome and you think you running out because you so many bars ahead while you rapping. You can mentally rap with yourself while you rapping. You feel
Wow.
me? It's just a conversation you having with
Right.
yourself. And then you can remember a bar that you wrote and you will catch that, and it'll leapfrog you to something else.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. So
That's
wow.
it. It's just that easy, especially if you've been through so much, you've seen
Right.
so much, you've
Right.
done so much.
So it just inherently just comes to you.
You just pulling.
Yeah.
It's like you're in your own world and you just pulling phrases.
Right.
Of something you already did.
And then you just got that library, that bookshelf
Yeah.
sitting
Oh,
back
man.
there with all those phrases, all those
man.
little riddles and words.
Come on, man.
So tell us a little bit about Yodi, man.
Uncle Yodi, man.
How did that come about, man?
I always, like I said, always been an entertainer. You know what I mean? And then my uncle is actually, rest in peace, my Uncle Richard. He was Uncle Yodi. It was a character he used to portray when he come in and joke with the kids. And it's just a fine memory of him to continue that.
So it's like a commemoration character as well.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Yeah. Because I be checking Yodi out, man. Yodi crazy.
That was him though. Like when he come play with us and interact
Yodi
with
crazy,
us,
man.
That's Uncle Yodi, bro. Like he used to eat like his cereal, like real talk, bro. His cereal was like, you know how you leave the cornbread on the stove?
Right.
He will crumble the cornbread up and put like milk in it or water and he'll eat it, man. You know, plus he been to Vietnam and all that, bro. He fought for the country and everything. It was just a character he portrayed when he interacted with us as we was kids. You know what I mean? But we always kept that. Even as we got older, we still called him
Yodi.
Uncle Yodi.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, man. Listen, so what Uncle Yodi working on now?
We finna go do Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
The 29th, Norfolk, Virginia. And I'm doing my Mr. God, couple tracks for Mr. God sent Gangsta Monologue 1 mixtape or mix album, mix, you know what I mean? So
how many albums do you got out?
Man, I just put out that one mix.
Okay.
But like you can catch me me and J. Paul, Fee Shmoola.
Yeah.
I'm
Shout
on
out
the track.
Shmoola.
Shout out big homie, homie.
Yeah.
You feel me? Triple OG.
Yeah.
You feel me? Man, that dude high spirit.
Yeah.
That
Very
dude
high spirited. Yeah.
Blessed brother.
Shmoola,
man.
yeah.
Blessed brother.
Yeah.
We was all on vacation together. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he took out his time. I always give bro shots out because that's my guy. But he was like one of the main ones out the hood that wasn't with us.
Right.
That took time out his time.
Right.
And used to kite me. You feel me? Not word through somebody else.
Directly.
Peace, God.
Yeah.
You good? Hold your head. This ain't nothing but a vacation time. This is the time to get your mind. Like real politics. That I politic on that frequency. You feel me?
Exactly.
And we shooting kites back. And I'm like, dog ain't have to do that. Then when I came home, he embraced me with a verse. Like, okay, let's go.
So been
That's
on that
it.
since. That's what's up, man.
Plus, we from the
good
block.
Person.
You feel me? We from the hood. We grew up. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and he a baller. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah, I
And
forgot
he a
Feet the Ball, yeah.
So, but, yeah. That was it.
So how much time did you do in the joint?
5 to 10.
Yeah, 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
And like I say to my viewers out there, when I was locked up, when I was in the joint, we used to be bunkies, know.
Yup.
We was at not St. Louis. We was at the dorms.
The dorms, yup. I own your dorms.
I own your dorms, right there by.
We was on our way home.
Yeah, we was on our way home. My cousin Twinny.
Yup.
My cousin. Rest in peace to my cousin Twinny.
That broke my heart. That was my guy, baby.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Twin.
Yeah.
Twin was funny too, though.
Yeah.
Twin was a comedian too, though. We don't man. We had, we get sucked into that life. You know what I mean? We get sucked into that life, but the good thing about it is we got to come out and show the difference. You know what I mean? Like, what we did then, we can sit back and say, that was a plan for us to be that way, or to get caught up in that livelihood because this is what they laid on us to do.
Right.
Now, we can make a decision not to go do this and not to go do that. Like, bro, before I even went away, I had 3 scholarships. Basketball, soccer, swimming. Then I had, educational scholarship, bro. We about to graduate. You know what I mean? Plus, we dancing, we doing tours. I got swim records at Saginaw High.
Right.
Soccer records, me and Dante Jackson. Basketball, we was hooping.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We hooped. We went.
Yeah.
We all in Canada hooping.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
we grew up at Jones Playground.
Trinity School.
School, yeah.
You feel me? First Ward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Civic Center. We everywhere. We everywhere balling.
Yeah.
So we man, you just get caught up in that life. So you sit back and you be like, that I was doing that because that was a plan for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you realize that was a plan for you and it procrastinated what you should be doing, which it actually works for most people though, because I made it work for me. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I ain't knocking my homeboy. You know, you see him doing other things instead of getting their mind right while you on this vacation.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
studying different religions. I'm studying me. First and foremost, I'm reading more. I'm learning bigger words because I'm studying the vocabulary, the thesaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Is, you know, I put myself in the middle of cats that wasn't, you know,
Right.
because we was wild at first.
Yeah.
You know, I was wilding at first,
Yeah.
but I had to tame that. Like,
Yeah.
nah, man, you was doing that out there.
Yeah.
Why would you come in here where they got you locked up and keep doing the same thing?
Right.
You got to put yourself around the people that you want to be.
Right.
And that's what I did. I started just chilling with the old heads.
Right.
You know what I
Calm
mean?
you down, give
Calm
you that,
you down,
give you that
yeah.
equanimity.
Yeah.
You know, and so, what was one of the biggest lessons you learned from that prison bit?
You only do, like, I think I knew I was there to slow me down. Because I was way more educated than most of the cats that was around me. Not saying that they were stupid or nothing like that, but they just, to me, they didn't absorb, because everybody learned differently.
Right.
I was just blessed to learn hands-on and foresight and read. You know what I mean? Because I love to read. I still love to read. But I would watch. So when I got took out of my environment, I was like, nah, that wasn't you. This was you before you started.
Right.
No lie, before you got exposed. Even though you were still doing that, you got exposed. Now, you showed too many people, oh, I can do this. Like, this ain't nothing. Don't play with me. You feel me? Because it's either going to be me or you.
Right.
And I'm looking to be here.
Exactly.
You feel me? Even at a young age, because we was raised on that.
Yeah.
We was raised, you know, if they don't know, I'm from 10th Street.
Yeah.
I'm from Burt. I'm on Burt. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
Like, it's evil over here when we was coming up.
Yeah, it was.
You feel me? So
Yes,
it's
it
either,
was.
you know the word get down and lay down, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we was surrounded by so many different gangsters, you know, like
Yeah.
real gangsters, man.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to, you know, rest in peace, my man Dank. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
His
rest in
daddy was,
peace
you
to
know,
Dank,
we
yeah.
grew up around them gangsters, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? When man, come on, man. I don't want to put no name like that. But them boys was
Yeah.
playing raw when we
Yeah.
was, you feel
Yeah.
me? And we
Yeah.
had to play raw or you ain't here.
You ain't here. Yeah.
Flat out. So
You right.
you know what I mean? But now it's you gotta change that. So when what made me realize that wasn't for me. I was doing it to save other people or to be a overseer or
Right.
mediator on most of things, but at the same time, okay, they with me though.
Right.
You feel me? Like my word when we was away.
Exactly.
You feel me? Our word was, bro, I got your back on anything. Cause
Exactly.
this Saginaw.
Yeah.
It ain't about different sides
Yeah.
and all that, bro. We Saginaw. You feel
Yeah,
me?
and you definitely had my back when
Bro,
I came.
man.
I remember you was going through the lockers.
You feel
Throw-
me?
Hey,
Hey, what you need?
Throwing
B?
me
You feel me? Hey.
jogging pants, had
coat,
shoes for me,
man,
coat.
Come on, man, hoodies,
Yeah.
everything, boots.
Him
clothes,
and that love,
and
man.
love.
They was,
Shout out to
man.
Big Bro and love,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then that's what I'm saying. You surround like they know how love get down, but at the
Yeah.
same time, he a cool dude.
Yeah.
Cool dude,
Yeah.
man. That's all
Yeah.
I be trying to do, man. I just try to be a cool dude and get my story off.
Right, right. And at the end of the day, man, you know, it's about pushing yourself. It's
Yeah.
about pushing your brand,
Pushing your
man.
limit.
It seems like a lot of people today, man, ain't with working no more. You know, everybody, you know, everybody is
It's a-
engaging into the entrepreneurial world.
Well, yeah, and it's a microwave time, man. Everybody want it right now. You know what I mean? Like when we was growing up around them cats that was older than us, we seen them working.
Right.
They was either working or hustling.
Yeah,
You feel me? And some of us was doing both.
exactly.
Some of us probably doing less than the other one, but
Yeah.
some of us was doing both.
Doing
you feel
both,
me?
yeah.
But now everything is so social media, man. You can blow up overnight. You
Yeah.
don't got to work.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
But like with us, and you know, Cash younger than us, a little bit younger than us, it was still about the grind.
Right.
See, we enjoyed the grind more than just overnight success. No, man, we enjoy the grind. That's what make you appreciate it more.
Yeah. So and now it's just like everything is just want it right now, instant gratification.
Right now.
You know, right scrolling social media. You know, and with the social media dementia. You know, because that's what I call it.
Yeah. I was telling my management that though. I was like, I'm just gonna, get off the grid. He was like, no, man, we gotta push you some more.
Right.
I'm like, I don't really like social media though.
And as an artist, you have to be on social media. You know, you have to push yourself. And I tell artists, nothing should ever fall off your story.
Right.
You know, I was listening to Jason Derulo the other day.
Okay.
And he was talking about, I have an album out now. But he say, I'm still pushing my album from 5 years ago.
Yeah, because
he say, I'm still advertising and pushing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a lot of times people do some work and then they just be done with it once it cool off a year or 2 years. But you still have to push that and get that back into the...
Because they don't know, because somebody going to get probably your third album and going to be like, oh, this hot. But then they gonna backtrack. Oh, he been doing
right.
But then when they see me, if they do that with me, you can catch me on Facebook again, Mr. Godsend Polk, Instagram, Mr. Godsend 360. I'm on TikTok, Mr. Godsend. Just about anything, Mr. Godsend. So the answer to that is, no, you can't let nothing fall off. You gotta venture other things. That's what got me into my acting. You feel me? Like Broken Covenant on Amazon, GoFundMe on YouTube by Kimberly Pruitt. Great director, man. Another great director, Martell Taylor with Taylor One Films in Atlanta. That's with Broken Covenant. Plus, I just did like 6 movies this year already.
How's that acting, man? You like it?
Good. Love it.
Is it? So what you like better, acting or rapping?
Wow. I think rapping is right there. You feel me? With acting it grows. Like you can do a show, cause I love performing because I can get whatever negative or whatever off me. I can release that right then. And then you see the reaction, you get the love, you get all the energy right then. But if you do acting, they won't see it until you release it.
Right.
And then you won't feel it. Well, with social media, you'll get the reaction. But like most people come up to me, which is crazy, they be like, hey, I seen you on.
Right.
So you have to get out to get that.
Right.
Or, phone calls, whatever. But right now, you rocking 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like that feeling, huh?
Man, you.
Hey, yeah.
And then they know, even the ones that don't know you, this the best part, though. Like when I go do shows and they don't know I'm performing and they don't know me. Like, cause a lot of people still don't know me. Like I said, I had to transfer a lot of negative energy I had off me to go do this.
Right.
Cause I was already doing so much other stuff.
Right.
But this was, I knew I can get a great release right now. Right now, man. So the best thing is when your music get the, and you talking to somebody, yeah, man. Who is that, bro? Y'all rocking.
Yeah, ain't nothing like that,
And they hear you. And they know like, oh, okay, that's real. That's real talk.
Right.
That's real talk.
So what take more work, acting or music?
I think acting, I'm just basically reacting certain parts of my life I already been through.
Okay.
So
that really just comes to you kind of natural too,
yeah,
huh?
it's just so natural too. Like I said, it's just God given, man. Mr. God sent.
Okay.
I'm God sent I've been sent to get, to portray a picture.
Right. Are you saved?
Just my life.
You saved?
I'm saved by God's word.
Right.
Not book religion.
Right.
Not self-made religion, not man religion. I pray to God. I pray for God to have God's strength. I pray for God to have a God great day. You know what I mean? Because I feel you have to get that energy to get it back. So if I pray for God, God gonna pray for me.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And then I don't try to put. I think the biggest. Wow, we gonna go there. So yeah, I think the biggest mishap and the biggest lie that people gave God was a sex. I think they made it sexist. And I ain't saying that God is a man or God is a woman. God is the highest entity. So how can you put a sex on the highest entity?
Mm.
That's just like watching Ghostbusters and Slimer's. Slimer might be a girl.
Exactly.
But it's a ghost, so how you gonna say Slimer's a girl
Exactly.
or Slimer's a boy?
Right.
You know what I
no
mean?
way to prove it.
There's no way to prove it. It's a high entity. It's the highest energy. The highest energy. So I try to give as much energy, blessings, energy to God, so God can continue to bless me because I didn't have to be here. It's so many of us left when we was coming up.
Yeah, it's only a few of us.
Yeah.
Only a few of us. It's only a few of us.
Yeah, it's so many left, man. You gotta give. No matter what you go through.
Gotta get that acknowledgement.
Got to. And I don't try to put it as Christian, Muslim, whatever. I study those different religions, and it's all blessings to whoever prays that. You know what I mean? I just try to follow the word that I believe God gave me, and I don't try to put a sex on God. I don't try to put a time on God. I just appreciate, like when my daughter died. It was depressing, and I had to go see help because it was destroying me on the inside. You know what I mean? Because you want to get back, but who to get? I mean, I'm just being real. I went to see the psychiatrist because I was losing it. I was fucking losing it.
Right.
Like, nigga, I want to kill you. I done worse to worse people. You feel me?
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Really, nigga?
Yeah.
That's like a disrespect to a father to kill his daughter.
Exactly.
You killed my daughter, nigga, and I talk to you.
Right.
Like, look, dog. This my conversation with him when she brought him to my house. Because she brought him to my house, and she know I don't like people just to come, but she asked me, hey, Dad, that's my boyfriend. I want you to meet him. Okay. And I didn't get a good energy off of him. I didn't like him. And I told her, like, I don't like him.
Right.
But I can't tell you who to love. Get rid of that nigga for somebody to do something to him.
Right. And he ended up doing something to
He ended up doing something to her. But the thing was, like, my sons them already whooped his ass right before it happened.
Right.
Nigga, we heard you put your hand on my sister,
Right.
Take this with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put their hands on him. I broke him up. Look, man, don't. But I did. Okay, cool. If you didn't, cool. We apologize.
Exactly.
But know what's coming.
Right.
So then he ended up doing what he Then he ended up doing what he did. You know what I mean? But I didn't know how to get that energy off of me.
Right.
Like hatred.
Right.
When I know I just talked to you, nigga.
Exactly.
So now you got to see the nigga in me. Not saying, your color, complexion, what you believe in is make you a nigga. No, your character make you a nigga.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Right.
So now you got to see the nigga in me. And I didn't want to go back. We come from that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's where we come from.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I can't have that on me because there's nobody to get. Oh, but like being a real man, tell you face to face, like real talk. Like if he was free, oh yeah, no nigga, I ain't going home. I ain't sleeping until I get you.
Exactly.
And I'm enjoy fucking killing you.
Yeah.
But I had to get that off me though, Pete. I had to because it was killing me. And it was showing in my family. My wife, my kids, like, damn, dog, like, you mean. So I had to go get
it.
It
was just that, and I know people deal with grief in different ways. And that was like one of the most tumultuous ways to grief, losing your daughter like that and then really didn't get an understanding with him. You didn't like him from the jump. And like I say, we can't control who our kids talk to and what they do. Only thing we can do is, try to give them the game.
Yeah, so it was that energy, and it made.
And condolences to that, man. How long ago was that?
That was 2 years, 3 years. What's that? 19. Yep, 19.
Okay.
Right before COVID. Yep. November 19. Right before COVID.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, and I just had to transfer that. I had to get that energy off me. So I think it's the music. But acting overall. I think I like acting overall. As long as we go right through the script. Right. I don't like being on the movie set
taking
too
a bunch
long.
of takes and all
I
that.
hate that. But if it's necessary, because you want to birth what that director sees, what
Right.
that producer, what that writer sees. And I think I really love acting. I really love it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I it's nothing like performing. Nothing like that.
But you got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man,
And the modeling.
modeling.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just natural, man.
Yeah.
It's just natural.
Yeah. Growing up, man, we was into all type of different
We was.
things as kids. Like we was talking about, with the community rec center. I remember we used to be at Houghton swimming pool
Yup,
waiting on
yup.
lunch. Like today, man, it seemed like those things have evaporated. Like a lot of the younger generation now didn't come up like we did came up, and a lot of younger generation now is just throwing their life away. What do you think it's going to take for the younger generation to start valuing life more and to start loving themselves more?
Honestly, I think it's gonna take us as a people and stop looking at us as a color, because we all know we the first, we the natural people, we the God's people.
Right.
But once we get real to ourselves, us as a people, we get real to ourselves and say, we gonna shut down social media, and we gonna shut down what we allow our kids to see. Because what you take in is what you gonna give out.
Right.
And that for so long we've been portrayed as the most demonic or the most evil race, the most poorest race, the most lacking education race, the poverty. We've been portrayed that so long, but we rich.
Yeah.
We rich, man. Not just we rich with the Christ that God give us, with the soul that God give us, with the skin that God give us, with the grace that God, all the talent that God give us. We rich. We run this world. We just got to realize that, and we got to start spending our money on what we need to take in. As what we eat, how we pray, and how we treat each other, and how we educate each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all it is. That's all it's gonna take. But you gotta rewrite the social media, what we put on social media. You gotta take away that. You gotta dissect that, because the who said that best? Man, it was about how the devil, the best trick the devil ever did was say that it wasn't the devil or something like that.
Right. Prove that the guy that he wasn't real.
Right. So on that token, I'm gonna tell you. Watch this though. Watch this. Watch out. Watch, cause we going there, and
Right.
I don't mind talking. It's on a whole nother frequency. I'm gonna tell you what you are, but really, that's what I am. I'm gonna show the media who you are, but really, that's what I am.
Right.
So I'm showing them me,
Right.
but I'm gonna puppet you to be who I really am.
Right.
Cause
I got
we didn't know this hatred.
Right.
We didn't know this hatred.
Right.
Even when we were slaves, we were brought into being slavery, bro. We didn't know this hatred. We were still loving each other.
Yeah.
We were still dying to show I'm a father.
Right.
We were still dying to show I'm a man.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So when you I'm listen, woo.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Get it out.
So when you say you are a nigger, what's the characteristics of a nigger?
Right.
Heartless, soulless,
Right.
evil,
Right.
don't give, manipulative, all that. If we don't know that, then how do you portray us to be that? We was taught that. We was taught that through who? Through the slave masters or whoever. You know what I mean? But those are your real actions.
Exactly.
So if I'm acting like who was my master, then apparently my master act like that.
Exactly.
But if I didn't know that, then where you get your humbleness from?
Exactly. Make a lot of sense.
Exactly. You so humble, you so peaceful, you so all this. Where did you get that from?
Right.
So actually, you just flipped the table. You made me you, and now you are me.
Exactly.
But you gonna hide that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's why you gotta change what you eat. You gotta
Right.
change what you watch. You gotta redirect all of that.
Reprogram the whole mind all together. How important is it, man, to read books?
Very. I remember I was talking to my bro Mike. I was talking to Eyes, my bro, and I told him I had this dream, and I had a dream. It was a while back, and I had a dream. We was walking it, and it was like confetti. I'm thinking they throwing confetti on me. You know what I mean? I'm me. You feel me? I'm walking the streets. I'm like, oh, they throwing confetti on me, dog. And he like, oh, nigga, you made it. You know what I mean? But we walking and we kicking it in. It's just people on top of their buildings are shredding books.
Wow.
And now they're shredding books.
Yeah.
But that's just, again, to reprogram.
Yeah.
Because now I can say anything. I can say, what's that God movie that they just put out? I can say these guys are white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you shred the information.
Because when you shred information, I can tell you
can water
anything.
it down.
And take the mind and ask to follow.
Mm-hmm. The true statement there.
Yeah, so you gotta read, man. I always read. Always read.
And I know about you being an artist, you know what I'm saying? You get your vocabulary from reading a lot.
That's what I did when I first went away. The first thing I did, I read Malcolm X. Mm-hmm. How he taught himself how to read in prison.
Exactly.
He said the two best places you can study is in college or in prison.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Because you're away from the distractions of the world or your homeboys or your peoples.
Right.
But once you isolate yourself to study or you isolate yourself to read, you can isolate yourself anywhere to read and study.
Exactly.
You can be in the midst of chaos.
Right.
You know how it be when we was in the dorm, when you in the dorms.
Being a Mr. Chaos
in
and
the
still
midst of
quiet
chaos,
that mind down.
all your mind is, because remember it used to be like, bro, you good? I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm good. What I'm doing? What I'm doing?
Up there read.
That's it. I'm late, and I'm we all the same age. We all rocking with these crazy lunatics together in here. You feel me?
Yeah.
And hey, bro, don't bump my bed no more, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Don't bump my bed.
Steady walking down the aisle. Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep on reading.
Yeah.
You
gotta read. You gotta read, and you gotta get just.
And it take you out of the wherever you at.
Right. And it free your thoughts up as to where you get a perspective of how other people think.
Yep.
You know, because you don't want to stay too much in your own mind.
Yeah.
You know, you always want to get a perspective of how others think.
Yeah, and it helps. It helps with your rapping. It helps with your acting. Because you become
oratory. Period. Yeah. So, man, the theme of my show is we better together than separate.
Real talk.
Yeah. Give me some of your thoughts on that.
We better together than separated. You need. It's like your body. Well, I've been in the medical field since I came home. Where I went to. Where did I go first? I went to Dorsey, I think, first. I got my medical assistance, phlebotomy, medical lit, all that through Dorsey, and then so I've been dialysis tech, all that. You know what I mean? And learning the anatomy of your body, your body inside out, it's better together than apart because your body needs all its limbs, all its cells, all its neutrons. Your body needs all that. And if again, like I said, it's a community. We gotta reprogram each other together. Mm-hmm. Because apart, they're gonna continuously pick us apart, man.
Ooh. Deep.
They can pick us up. Now if we lock kumbaya,
Right.
whatever.
It's not. It's harder to break that.
I'm gonna take. Oh man, we can end it like this because this is what it is. So I remember my grandma, rest in peace. She put me on this, man, and my grandma really didn't go to church though. Mm-hmm. I think she took us to church one day. And it was my Uncle Charlie, rest in peace, Uncle Charlie too, Woods. She took us out to his church one day. and it was all the grandkids. We was in the remember my grandma had that what was that, Slicky boy? The station wagon.
Yeah.
She had the station wagon. About 13 kids in the car. Me, Whooper, Charlotte, Fats, Mary Sean, I think Rick, Chuck, Pig. It was all of us.
Right.
It took all of us to church, man. And she taught, and we walked into church, and the first thing she showed me was that every man in that church sat on the outside.
A lot of women sat on the
A lot
inside.
of women sat on the inside. That was the first thing my grandma taught me that I could remember in life, even going into the church.
Right.
It was other little things, but that was like one of the most. He was like, all these men is sitting on the inside, on the outside,
yeah.
on all the pews, inside and outside. But in the middle was the women and the kids. That's together.
Right.
That's what we got to get back to.
Right.
In the churches, I don't care where you at, wherever you pray, even in your home, the man got to be close to the door.
Yeah.
Because we got to protect. And I know it's a woman push right now. I'm all for the woman push.
Right. Me too.
But it's too many brothers getting knocked off on this woman push, and it ain't a lot of truth that's being told to knock brothers off.
Right.
You know what I mean? We still got to keep our voice.
Exactly.
As a father, as a provider, as a protector.
Yeah.
You know, even, you know, and I got strong women in my family. I don't need you to protect me. Yeah, you do.
Hey, so I just did a show yesterday, being raised on love versus being raised on survival. And it sounds like a lot of them women was raised on survival. They, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, they don't need your help. I can do this, you know, because they've been raised to
survive too. Yeah.
You know, and like you were saying, we got to get back to being together. Get back to that love.
Yeah, protecting ourselves. You know, loving on ourselves. You know, I remember when we was coming up, man, we used to sleep with the doors open.
Can't do that no more.
Everybody in the neighborhood used to come together and party.
Yeah.
And on one block.
We used to go to house parties.
We used to go to house
basement parties,
basement parties, man.
Have
Yard
fun.
parties.
No shoot, no fights.
Oh, man, you feel me? That's what we got to get back. But then it was still like, you know, I think we had just came out like we was running up with 80 babies.
Yeah.
In the 80s era. So it was still right out of the, you know, Black Panthers era, you know, the organized era when they was taking care of, you know, and protecting the women and stuff like that. Then, you know, it's you know, the plot and plans come through the neighborhood and take the men away and leave the women to fight for themselves. That's where the survival come in. Yeah.
You know.
Then they pick you off.
Yeah. So we gotta stay together, you know, because the more we separated, the more we able to be picked off. You know. So I like to thank God Sent Pope man for coming in, man,
all the time,
today.
my brother.
You know, and I'm gonna just ask you, man, to just leave you guys with some last words and give your Instagram, your social media platform.
Instagram again, Mr. God Sent 360. Facebook, Mr. God Sent Pope. TikTok, Mr. God Sent. YouTube, Mr. God Sent my music. You be looking for movies I got coming out. I'm gonna continue to promote them. What I leave you with, man, is be you. Be you. God can only bless you by you being you. If you be somebody else, God gonna bless that somebody else because you pushing that energy to their spirit. But if you learn you and love you and be you, the you that God wants you to be, blessings gonna continue to flow.
And on that note, we're going to leave it there. You know, you can catch me on YouTube at Yatlifechronicles, catch me on Facebook at 42 Yacht Life, and catch me on Instagram at Yachtlife1976.
For sure.
This is another edition of Yatlifechronicles where we are better together than separated. Thank you guys for tuning in.